Well, putting the harnesses on, all this contraption, you know, it takes a little bit to figure and make sure you got it right, you know.
Well, it's really a fun day for us guys to work our horses because a lot of us don't have a place at home to plow or anything. And then it's also somewhat for the public so they can see how, you know, fields were worked in the old days.
Before that I had riding horses, so this draft horses for about 10 years, yeah.
Well, I got Pat on the left, Roy in the middle, Jerry on the end. All three of them are 8 years old.
Most of them here will be 2 horses, but there will be 2 3-horse teams. You're right, more horsepower, they can go longer between rests. A horse can, you know, only maintain pulling a certain load for a certain length of time. So if you get the same load and add another horse, well, then you would stretch that time out for another third. Yeah, I think we're gonna plant part of it to corn and part of it to oats. It's about 8 acres, and we won't near get it. We only get about a half done today.
Just I love to work with horses. Had horses ever since I was a little kid, and for a couple of years, maybe when I was first married, I didn't have them, but otherwise we had horses all our life and just love to work with horses. I have a walking plow, so I walk behind. These guys have riding plows, and yeah, you have to have your horse, and one of the horses follows the furrow and the other one so that the plow is in the correct position. And then you, when you get to the end, you tip it over and drag it over to the next one. Keep the one horse in the track and then your plow should be in the right spot. Well, you can steer it to some extent with the walking. You can't with the rider very much. You have to steer your horses. But the walker, if you tip the plow a little bit, it'll move over. Tip it the other way, it moves the other way. So you can steer to some extent with a walking plow.
First couple furrows, they're kind of crooked.
They make such a big bend, they ought to bank them.
Yeah. Not that we're critical, but you can just see these are a lot straighter.
The next round, me and Dave will have her straightened out.
This is the steering wheel right here.
That's right, it's meant for pulling on, not for pushing.
Even when they were using horses regularly for plowing, a man with 2 horses on a big day could only plow 1.25 acres. And these horses aren't nearly that conditioned. Nor are the men.
I get tired way before the horses get tired, you know.
All your rows are straighter over here than they are over there.
The horses are doing the work, and you guys are taking turns.
Well, that's what plow days are all about. You know, 2/3 talk, 1/3 plow. You know, so this is something that I was taught by Dad, and my grandpa, and it's kind of in the blood. So I've always done it. I always farmed with horses. Now that I'm retired, I fully farm with horses, do my plowing and stuff. Yeah, I'll go through 2.5 bales of hay a day, and they'll go through a bag of grain a day. October of last fall, I bought 4 tons of grain, and I'm just about out of grain right now. So that's, and then every 5 weeks or so, you have to have their feet trimmed and shoes reset. So yeah, you got to be dedicated.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.